full disclosure on this one before I start talking. I may cover some content that triggers someone. So if it does, feel free to bypass this video. But today is more of a serious conversation, and it's about intimacy. Because I thought that I did not like having sex. I really did for a long time. And what I realized when I became an adult was that it wasn't that I didn't like sex. It was because I'd been violated sexually as a teenager. And actually, before I was a teenager. And because of that, my need for intimacy looks different than someone who's never been violated as a child. This is a situation that I don't think, or this is a conversation that I don't think enough of us have. I have friends who have been molested and raped and trafficked as children, and they either took one of two routes. They either became hyper promiscuous or they went inward and just kind of stayed to themselves. The second one was me. I stayed to myself, and while my friends were outside playing hopscotch and double dutch and hide and go seek, I was in the house, in the bed, depressed, journaling, and listening to Sade. I really was. And I like Sade. Nothing wrong with Sade's type of music. But at about 8, 9, 10, 11 years old, not necessarily type of music that children listen to. And I couldn't understand it at the time. I really couldn't. When my friends would come over and they would say, "Come on, girl, let's go to this party." Now I'm talking about in my teenage years. Let's go hang out at such and such and such and so's house. They having a skipping party. Or let's go hang out at, let's just say, Johnny's house. He's having a party, a house party, and everybody's going to be there. I didn't want to go. I was like, y'all go ahead, y'all have fun, y'all tell me how it went, and I hope y'all have fun, basically. And my friends would look at me and be like, "You so boring. Like, you don't want to do nothing. You don't want to go nowhere." I didn't realize I was depressed, though. I did everything that I could possibly do to make myself inconspicuous. I did not want to be the life of the party. I didn't want to be the center of attention. And it actually used to make me mad when I found out that my male friends, my homies, people that I consider to be like play cousins or big brothers, when they told me that they had been crushing on me for a long time and they were too scared to tell me, and then they decided to come clean and bare their soul, man, it used to piss me off. And I couldn't understand why it used to make me mad, because now as an adult looking back, I would think you would want somebody who had been your best friend and they understood you and they really knew the inner workings of you. That's the kind of relationship that you would want to seek, right? But not for me. I saw that as betrayal. And I really didn't understand until I became an adult. Why? And this is what I came up with, or this is how I understand it. When you're young and you are molested, abused, raped, anything like that, by an adult that is close to you, and it is someone that you trust and you love from a place of innocence, and then they violate your trust and they steal your innocence, it makes you question everybody's intentions. At least that's what happened to me. Every guy that came to me and they was like, "You so cute," and they wanted to talk to me, the first thing that went through my mind was, you just want to have sex. And that may have very well been true. I mean, going through puberty in high school, that's a thing. But mine was a lot. I'm not going to say a little. It was a lot different because I could not see that person beyond that. I couldn't see, or I couldn't tell if a person was really attracted to me because of my personality, because of my ways, because they saw something special about me. No, I couldn't grasp that idea. That just didn't, that did not exist in my world. In my world, they were only after sex. Now check this out. The person that violated me, the reason that they gave for actual penetration was this: you, meaning me, are at the age where young boys are never going to like you for you. They're never going to love you. They're never going to appreciate you. They just want to have sex with you. So that you don't get your heart broken, so that you don't have to go through the pain and the embarrassment of that, I'm going to show you what sex feels like from someone that really loves you. Now listen to what I just said. This is an adult violating a child of 8 years old. And that is the reason that they gave. It's disgusting, isn't it? Now, I'm 54 years old now, and I fully understand it. But coming from an 8-year-old child with an 8-year-old mind, I still felt like something was off. Definitely. I didn't think that was right. But can you imagine the remnants that remain because of that, even to this day? Now, you might be asking, are you ever going to heal from that? It is a never-ending journey. And what I have come to realize is that if I have a partner that does not understand the ramifications and the remnants and the special needs that a person has that has been violated at a young age, if that person does not understand that and doesn't have a compassionate heart to understand that, we will never be able to have real intimacy, because my needs are different than those of someone who has never experienced that before. It took me a long, long, long time to figure that out. It did. So, although now I could say I am not promiscuous, I'm very selective though, but I will never forget what happened to me. And sometimes some things that are said, some touches that I feel, some things that may just be normal to other people are definitely not normal to me. No. And what I've come to learn is that I'm okay with that. There is nothing wrong with me. But I will say I'm sensitive and I'm special because of that. So, as I stated earlier in the video, this is a serious and sensitive topic that a lot of people are afraid to discuss or they ignore. And they carry this, what's wrong with me? I must be damaged. No one is ever going to love me the way that I need to be loved, or people are going to think I'm weird. They carry that label. Please don't do that. Accept where you've come from, what you've healed from, and where you are now. And that all makes up who you are. And if a person comes into your life and they don't understand that and they can't see beyond that, they don't need to be with you. And you don't need to be with them. Because there is someone out there that's going to love you in spite of. And if you all love each other enough, let me not make this purely about the person who has been violated, because it takes two to tango. But if that person and you love each other enough, you will work through those issues and you'll find your safety net among yourself and inside of that relationship. So I wanted to share that today. I really did, without going into too much detail, but that was really on my mind because, as I stated, we ain't having enough conversations about this. And as adults now, we need to seek to understand our partner and find out what's really going on. And sometimes when we find that out, we fall in love even more because we realize, man, my baby done been through a lot. And damn, they still beautiful on the inside and the out. So, if this video resonated with you, consider subscribing and giving a thumbs up. I have honest conversations like this one every week. And until my next video, peace and blessings, and I'll see you on the other side.